We're seeing a lot of red in the crypto market right now. It sucks. I get it. And I guess the only silver lining here is that we're about to close the daily candle. So maybe we can see a little bit of green from here. But I'm not really surprised by this because we talked about this potentially happening just yesterday. And I think a lot of people actually missed this video. So we're actually going to talk about what is exactly happening in crypto right now, why we're seeing this drop, and what tomorrow can now look like based on the data we are already receiving about the markets for stocks. So if you guys are new or haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. Hit that bell again. It's free to do. It'll keep you updated anytime there's new content live here on the channel. So just looking at, the crypto market right now, we're seeing a lot of red. ADA is down about 12.25% on today's daily candle. Yes, it sucks, but people right now in the comments that are screaming, oh, ADA's a goner, it's done, it's just dropping, blah, blah, blah. It's doing the same thing as everything else. Pretty much everything is down 9 to 15%. So ADA's kind of sandwiched right in the middle there. It's frankly a shit day. All right. It sucks. It is what it is, but we shouldn't really be surprised by this. And the reason why I'm saying that is, first of all, what is driving this drop in terms of price? It's fear. It's people freaking out. Unfortunately, there are a lot of people fear mongering in the crypto market right now. And it absolutely sucks because retail is so reactionary and they're freaking out because they think that the stock market is going to see a 1987 level event tomorrow. And that's likely not the case. Usually when you're anticipating that, that's not what's going to happen. All right. I'll get to this a little more in just a moment here. But what this has caused us to do is start to work our way into those liquidation level or those liquidation events. And guys, we talked about this in a video yesterday, and this was kind of a lower viewership video, so maybe a lot of people missed this. But I said it's quiet, but it may not last. There's a price squeeze, and what I was actually talking about in the video was this long and short leverage compressing around price. It was happening in terms of BTC. It was happening in terms of ADA. And I said that if volume rose and you saw a push one way or the other, you could have a very volatile move to the upside or a very volatile move to the downside. And what we got because of the fear, because of people freaking out, was this move to the downside. Was there manipulation in this? It's possible. When you see things compress that hard, the market makers can push things one way or the other. The whales can push things one way or the other. I have seen some whale unloading. I've seen this pop up here and there, but that's what drove price this direction down to some levels that we were talking about just yesterday. So no, I'm not really surprised. That being said, I did participate in some shorting across the crypto market. I didn't short ADA, but I did short Solana. I actually closed it right at about, I closed it up about 66% right now. And the reason why is we've kind of gotten to the edge of a big concentration of long leverage in the crypto market. So there's a spot here where prices could get comfortable. It's a question of, does it continue? Do we see the capitulation continue to take place, right? What we're seeing right now in terms of USDT dominance is we did in fact hit the highest level we have seen since all the way back here in October, which is very surprising because things are headed in the right direction, right? The macro data is heading in the right direction. Like I talked about earlier, and someone was trying to argue with me on, was the fact that there are over 50 countries that have reached out to the US to try to avoid tariffs or negotiate trade deals. So we're seeing actually good things take place. It's just retail freaking out. It's people being just the way they are. All right. Being emotional. Now, that being said, what we have seen so far is futures have opened down. Okay. NASDAQ futures have opened down. S&P 500 futures have opened down. Japan futures have opened down. They're only down about 5% each. All right. Now, understand that this could obviously accelerate as we get through the night. I don't know what overseas money is going to do. They may just buy the dip, right? There's still so much capital sitting on the sidelines, and people have bought these dips in such a way that, frankly, I still don't think that we're going to see lower lows. All right. So we're still at the spot where I think ADA has a very good opportunity for a bounce, whether it's kind of right around these price points. This is actually where ADA's started to show some resilience in the past. I mean, we could see 54 cents. That's another range to watch very closely where ADA's bounced off of historically. So yes, there is some more potential downside prices that ADA could see. However, what we're still also seeing now is a lot of short leverage start to pile on top of here. They're getting pretty confident. So if tomorrow doesn't shape up to be a 1987 level event, you could actually see wicks back the opposite direction. We've seen it happen many times before where we've seen quick pops and quick drops, and then quick pops. Okay. Now, this isn't to guarantee or financial advice or anything like that. That's what's going on right now. It's sentiment. People freaking out, right? We are currently sitting at a 27, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see this drop to extreme fear by the time we get to tomorrow's candle. All right. So that's just what's going on. Yes, it sucks. Apparently I can't even go golfing for the afternoon because the markets will just blah, right? But we will get through this. We'll get past these times. It's frankly not a big deal. Anybody screaming for 20 or 30 cent ADA, good luck. Good luck getting it at that price. I think a lot of people forget that we are now even at prices below where the demand is. And we're just waiting. People they don't want to catch the falling knife, right? They want to see if there are, in fact, lower prices or if we are going to start our bounce from here, which could actually be a very exciting thing. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. I appreciate you as always. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know your thoughts below, but have a great day. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care.